Hello YouTube, this is Royal Mix Gaming, and today we're going to go over the top 5 infantry marches that you can bring to the open field, all at the same time, 5 marches of them. So let's go. Okay, so your first march that you're going to bring to the open field is going to be Guan and Leo. Neither one has to be expertise. Obviously they get better if you expertise them, but if you wanted to do Guan 5-1-5-5, that's good to go. Does good damage. There's a silence. He has a lot of skill damage. Leo's going to bring your tankiness to Guan, going to give you some extra rage gen. Only needs to be 5-5-1-1. If you expertise him, he's basically going to be getting tankier, and once he hits 10%, it's going to do a lot of extra damage and survive a little bit longer and kind of go out with a bang. The second march that you're going to bring to the open field is Alex and CJ. You're going to bring Alex primary because Alex is a better primary than CJ. Alex is going to bring your shields, give you a debuff to the target, and do some instant proc damage to the target. CJ is going to bring your other direct damage to the target, give you some extra attack and some extra damage reduction so you can be a little tankier. Going to bring some march speed, some skill damage bonuses, and things like that. It's probably the best pair for CJ because there's a lot of upfront damage. It's kind of like, if you're thinking about it, Ramses and Cyrus together do a lot of single target damage. That's basically what Alex and CJ is. Your third march that you're going to bring to the open field is going to be Constantine 5-5-1-1 and Joan of Arc maxed out, obviously. And then if you wanted a substitute, you can do Mulan. Mulan would need to be at least, let's see here, 5-5-1-1 at least. Then you can maybe swap it out, or expertise to Mulan would be the best, probably. That would be your third march. And then your fourth march that you'd bring up to the open field would be Pakal and Harold. Basically, this march is going to be your Attila Takeda for infantry. Both of them need to be expertise, because once you have them both expertise, they both give you extra increased counterattack damage. And that's basically what they're going to do a lot of. So if somebody's going to swarm you, you're going to do a lot of punishment back to them, and this march itself is a good rally. If you want to use infantry for rally, it's probably the best rally for infantry right now because of the counterattack and because of how tanky they are. And then the fifth march that you're going to bring to the open field is going to be Richard and Ethelfled, or Richard Sun Tzu. I like Richard better just because he's going to stay longer than Charles is going to stay on the field because he heals. He is countered a lot, but it's a better march in my opinion than Charles and Sun Tzu or Charles and Ethelfled, just because he's going to bring more of a tanky march, and he's going to heal, and he's going to last a little bit longer, so that he can be your tank while your other marches are doing most of the damage. And he's bringing a debuff. If you're going to bring it with Ethelfled, does a debuff himself. If you bring him with Sun Tzu, it's going to be a little tankier, and do some AoE. Either one is fine. 5-5-1-1 Richard, expertise Ethelfled is recommended, and expertise Sun Tzu. If you're going to bring Charles and Ethelfled and Charles or Sun Tzu instead, 5-5-1-5 is probably the best for Charles, maxed Ethelfled, and maxed Sun Tzu. That would be my recommendations. Like I said, I prefer the Richard more because he's going to heal and do some debuffing instead of what Charles does, and basically just tank and then have Ethelfled and Sun Tzu fire off. So just to recap, the marches, the 5 infantry marches I bring to the open field, if you're bringing 5 full infantry, it's Guan and Leo, Alex with CJ here at the bottom here, Constantine and Joan of Arc would be the highest recommendation instead of Mulan. Constantine and Joan, and then you're going to bring your Pakal and Harold for your counterattack damage if you're swarmed. They do good damage just like Attila Takeda over time. And then your last march is Richard and Ethelfled, would probably be the best, but if you can always substitute with Sun Tzu, and then you could always do Charles and Sun Tzu if you wanted to. Click off that real fast, but that would be my 5 infantry marches that I would bring to the open field if I was bringing just 5 full infantry marches to the open field. It's going to give you a good mix of damage, support, and buffing and debuffing for your target, and you're going to be very tanky in the open field. You just have to kind of be cautious around archers. So if you liked the video, drop a like and subscribe. If you have any questions, leave a comment, and have a nice day.